Hello out there in the music community. Apologize for that little pause there, but just want to make sure that uh, the camera that I'm using on my phone is, positioned well. Well, welcome. I'm back with a video. This is going to be my recent spins, volume number 2. Three records, well, one's a CD that I've been listening to very closely and enjoying the music and revisiting it again. Um, is always another great experience about music, like going to see your old friends, seeing how they're doing and what they've been up to. And these three albums are just, I love the music on each one. Um, Very, very good records, in my opinion. So I wanted to share that with my audience. And thanks for watching. But before I begin, um, during the week when I'm working from home, I mainly listen to a lot of CDs. It's just easy to put on and let the music play. So I do listen to quite a bit of music when I can. And like last week and starting this week, I've been listening to a lot of CDs. It's to about the weekend when I can really hear some records. So let me go ahead and get right into it. The first one I want to talk about is a CD. And this is Elton Dean, Just Us. This album came out in 1971. Elton Dean, former member of the Soft Machine. He plays alto sax and electric piano. And this album right here is a good example of the kind of, if you want to say free jazz or progressive jazz or heck, even jazz rock, this album represents that very, very well. It was a CD that I almost thought about purging, and something clicked in my head, hey, listen to it again, Proghat. And when I did, I was like, whoa, I got to keep this. The music's incredible, lots of great musicians. It has a very nice full sound. On the whole CD. It sounds great. You could probably even get it on LP. I was going through eBay one day and came across it. I was looking for Soft Machine music, and that popped up, and I liked the cover, so I went to go listen to it back then, and didn't resonate very much. So I went ahead and just purchased it, and then I revisited here during my purge, and I listened to it over and over, and I just really enjoyed every piece on here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that first track, which I cannot say, that is my favorite track, along with a tune called Banking on Bishopgate, which is over 20 minutes long, and it's just incredible, amazing music on that one. Now the second one, I'm a big fan of Renaissance. Now you can choose whatever genre you want to put that group in. I'm cool with prog rock. I'm cool with prog folk rock. I mean, prog rock is such a huge genre. I mean, or symphonic. I'm going to go with prog rock, symphonic rock. But I was listening to their sixth studio album, came out in 1975. There's the title right there. I'm going to try my best to say it. Scheherazade, something like that. Apologize if I butchered it. I'm not trying to make fun of it. I just wanted to give my shot at it. But this is a really good, and I consider it, as some others fans, one of their best albums. This came out after their album of, I don't remember the title, but there was one before this. This one is really, really a good record. And it's back with them with the London Symphony Orchestra that gives it that symphonic rock sound. Also, Trip to the Fair is one of my favorite tunes. I've read that that was a song that Annie, what's her last name? Annie Haslam, the lead vocalist. She wrote that based or going on a date with Roy Wood. You know Roy Wood from Electric Light Orchestra and The Move. So they dated for a little while. Um, but the album ends with a song of Shahrazad or something like that. Again, I'm probably saying that incorrectly, which is just a really, it's like Turn of the Friendly Card, the song from the Allison Parsons Project. Just this epic piece of music with great movements, and everything flows together very well to have a great ending, the final. So if you want, I really encourage you to go check out some of their music, their earlier albums. This is, like I said, really, really good. Love the artwork. I am kind of looking out for an upgrade copy of this. I'd like to get a UK copy of this, but you know that could be very expensive. Another thing too is, remember Richie Blackmore? He has a band called Blackmore's Night. He does a version of the song that's on Inside One, Ocean Gypsy. Now I've got to go listen to that, see what I think about that. But anyway, it has a real nice photo, nice artwork in the inner sleeve. And the other side is the printed lyrics. But really, really highly recommend this album. I don't think you would be disappointed with this, in my opinion. Now the last one is a jazz classic. I'm a big fan of Herbie Hancock, and I'm glad I went ahead and got the reissue of this album. It's one of the Blue Note Classic Vinyl series. This is his fourth album, released in 1964. Empyrean, I hope I said that right, Isles. I just love this artwork and the shades of green in it. And if you look at those heavyweights. You got Herbie, Freddie Hubbard, Ron Carter, and the amazing drumming of Tony Williams on this. It's such a good album. Yes, it has 4 tracks, but each track is killer. Hard bop, soul jazz. Oh, it's just beautiful. And Herbie's style of jazz carries right into, you could tell that later we were going to get Herbie doing his style of funk and being very experimental, excuse me. And a prime example of that experimental sound and jazz feel is the last song, which is my favorite of the album, The Egg. That is such a good piece of music. I highly, really recommend you go listen to that. That is so intense. You got this Herbie carrying out this tense piano playing, and the rhythm section is in there, and then there gets real kind of quiet passage with Ron Carter on the bass and Herbie answering back on the piano. It's a really, really solid piece of music. This whole album is great. If you pick this up on CD, you get 2 bonus tracks. So either way you go, folks, or if you just want to listen to it on Spotify and make a playlist just to hear it, you won't be disappointed. I don't know why a lot of his records don't get a lot more high praise as such, up there with records like Kinda Blue or My Favorite Things. But Herbie Hancock, one of my favorites. Here recently, I'll be getting one of his tone poets that I've been wanting, and that's an album called The Prisoner. I love that album. Another one to go check out. Folks, I want to thank all the new subscribers here recently. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the comments as well. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment. I might share something about these 3 albums that I might not know anything about. That would be greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoyed this video and have a great rest of the week. I'll be back. Take care, everyone.